Thanks again for giving us this time. It's a wonderful opportunity for us to share information and exchange and get views and seek out what are ideas and opportunities and challenges around how do we improve and uplift the local community economically and socially, and obviously in health, towards achieving a healthy neighborhood. What I have in my hand is the Downtown East Side local area plan that was approved by council this year in March. And what we have understood in the planning process was that there are some 18,500 people living in this neighborhood, but every day there's at least 19,500 to 20,000 people who work in this neighborhood. And the majority of those people who work in this neighborhood do not live in this neighborhood. So you're looking at a massive increase of population every day and a decrease at night. And what's interesting is that those people who are employed, who are residents, very, very few of them actually work close to where they live. Only 13%. The rest actually commute out of this neighborhood to work. But in this local economy and community economy, we estimate at least 3,500 people who are unemployed. And the income level is well below the median income of the city, which is in the region of $45,000 per annum. This neighborhood, the median income is $13,500 per family or person per annum. So it gives you an understanding of one of the reasons why this local area plan has a very strong emphasis on community economic development and local economic intervention. Because we are fortunate in this neighborhood to have an incredibly diverse economy, ranging from globally connected business to survival economy at the very local personal level. And so in that huge diversity of economic character, it's very important that we start trying to stitch together how the businesses and the entrepreneurs and the non-profit organizations and social enterprises and people entrepreneurs work together, building partnerships to try and turn around the economic fortunes of those of us who are less fortunate. And in this, the plan is pretty specific on a couple of things. Firstly, it has four main pillars of economic development. The one is to retain as far as possible our local businesses, which are being lost because of rising prices of land and rent, and a decrease and a decline in the local market. Also a need to attract new business who want to fit in this local neighborhood and be good neighbors and hire locally and create opportunities for the local community. We want to work in ways to encourage local employment, skills, to build on the work that's already been done in skills training, skills transfer, and empowering people who want to work but lack those abilities or lack the skills to do that. And then also to work on community economic development. And council, in approving this plan, tasked us to prepare a community economic development strategy, and we're working with community organizations and leaders at the moment right now on that work, which we'll bring back to the community forum for discussion and your input as we're going forward. Captured in this document is a recognition of the essence of the second economy, if we can call it that, where a lot of our residents are on welfare or not on welfare but dependent on sharing economy, survival, vending, and sharing and selling goods and products and services. And in this plan, one of the main intents is to find a more permanent position and facility for the street market, which has been operating for many years on Pigeon Park. And we are busy as planners, I'm in the planning department, trying to seek out and look at alternative sites and places where such a facility could be built. At the moment, we need to work with the market to actually improve the conditions and the opportunities for the market vendors so as to transition them into a safer vending environment, which is captured in this plan, while we are looking for that more permanent spot. And we have been working with the market, and the Market Society will speak to you about all the improvements and gearing up that they've been able to achieve in the last 6 months, which has been quite transformative and very, very impressive. We also have in the plan an instruction from Council to conduct a survey of the vending that is being conducted in the streets informally, and to be able to explore what is happening in the rest of the world in terms of best practice in vending, and can we learn lessons from this in order to try and engage with those people who are vending in various places. And Carly will speak to that just now as one of the surveys that we've just recently done. So the message that I'm bringing to you tonight is the city is committed to local and community economic development strategies for the downtown east side, which respect that there's huge, enormous diversity in the population, both those who come in to work here and those who live here. We are absolutely committed to aligning with the Healthy City strategy, which talks about a healthy neighborhood where we respect the local residents of all interests, and we work together and try and build partnerships to go forward around community economic development. I'm here this evening because we can share what we believe is some really interesting and good news about how the whole market is developing. And we would like to understand from you, as Mary Claire said, what are your ideas around the street vending and ways in which we can try and improve those activities in this neighborhood as well for the interests of everybody. Thank you.